Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on Undefeated Gravekeepers that if you check out my channel, I have made like two or three duels using this deck, but I've not made a deck profile of it yet, so that's what I'm going to do now. Now, I wouldn't say it's Undefeated 2017, but I'll still put it in the title. But I saw someone use this deck like a year ago, and I have been using it since then, and it's not a bad deck. Like still, it does work really well because it's like an anti-meta deck, obviously with Necro Valley, which goes against a lot of decks because they can't activate their effects, and it has gained a new effect, I think, where cards can't activate their effects in the graveyard either. But yeah, in my opinion, it's a really good deck. From the ones in the video, I made like just a few changes where I put in an extra Thunder King Ryo because it is gone to 2, but it was at 1 before, and I chose to put in 2 Dark Holes because it is just a really good card. But yeah, that's about it. It's 45 cards, and yeah, let's get into it. So, 2 Malefic Cyber End Dragons. Now, the way this works is you banish Cyber End Dragon from your extra deck, and then you can special summon this, and yeah, it's just easy for 4,000 attack, and it dies if Necro Valley is destroyed. So the aim is to keep Necro Valley on the field, which you're most likely going to have because you have 2 commanders to get it. And you got Pot of Duality in case it's the next 3 cards, so you can get that, activate that, then special summon this. So it's just really, good and high attack. And yeah, it's just a fun card to use. The bad thing is that if you destroy Necro Valley, then you destroy the monster, but that is if they get a card to destroy Necro Valley. So yeah, that's why I use 2 of these. 2 Thunder King Ryo, like I said, is an anti-meta deck, so you can just negate their summon plus 1,900 attack, which is not that bad. Gravekeeper's Heretic works well with, say, Dark Hole. If you're Necro Valley, you can activate Dark Hole, their monsters die, but yours don't, so it stays on the field. And yeah, it's just unaffected by card effects, so you can attack them knowing that they probably can't do anything to it in response, which is good. 2 Commandants, just it's just the terraforming of a deck in monster form, just to get Necro Valley. Assailant, just in situations where they have monsters with higher attack and lower defense, and you have Necro Valley on the field, and you can just attack them and change them to defense. Descendant, just 2 pop cards on the field. So ideally you just get Gravekeeper Spy, flip it, special summon this, and then you can normal summon a Gravekeeper if you got one in your hand, and then tribute them both to destroy their monsters or puzzle and traps, whatever you think needs to be destroyed. 3 Spies, obviously, to get your Gravekeepers. Fossil Diner too, I really like using this card. You set this face down, and when they attack it, it flips face up, and most likely they do have special summon monsters. Otherwise you wouldn't set it in the first place, but they attack it and then all their special summon monsters get destroyed. So that's pretty fun. Not a lot of people expect that. And 3 recruiters just to get your Gravekeepers. That's it for the monsters. I don't know how many monsters that is, like probably 15 or something, 12. 1 Raigeki and 2 Dark Hole just to get rid of monsters on the field. Rail Tribute. Because we've got very little monsters and more spells and traps, so it works well for us, because if we have more cards in the field, or in the deck for example, then we can activate this and both players discard all the monsters in their hand. The only bad thing is you need to have Necro Valley, which you most likely will, so if they destroy all the Necro Valleys, then the deck is pretty much gone, but you still got the traps to back you up. 3 Pot of Dualities just to get cards that you need, depending on the situation. So if you have no monsters, you'd get Spy, or if you have a Necro Valley in the field, you could get Malefic Cyber End Dragon, or if you need to get rid of their field, you get Dark Hole or Raigeki, so just depending on the 3 cards. 3 MSTs, not Twin Twisters, because you don't want to get rid of cards in your hand and send them to the graveyard, because you do need them. So I use MST instead, just to get rid of their back row. Forbidden Lance has actually come in clutch a lot of times, where because not all the monsters have high attack, so what you can do is activate it on their monster, so they lose 800 attack, and then you can attack them and destroy them. So it does work well in that situation. 3 Necro Valleys, obviously, because it's an anti-meta deck, that's how it works. Bottomless Trap Hole, again, just stopping them from doing things, along with, that's pretty much all the traps prevent them from doing things. Yeah, Bottomless, Mirror Force if they attack, Torrential Tribute if they summon, Vanities so they can't special summon because you can still normal summon. Fiendish Chain, negate their effects, Skill Drain, negate all effects on the field, and 3 Solemn Strike and a Solemn Warning. You know, pretty self-explanatory that you're just negating everything they're doing, you're decreasing their attack, you're not letting them access their graveyard, discarding monsters in their hand. You know, it's just an overall really good deck. So that's it for the main deck, 45 cards. Then you need to have 2 Cyberend Dragons with a 2 Malefic Cyberend Dragon to special summon that. And then it's just a load of rank 4s and a rank 3. So we have Crazy Box, which is like a gamble, you know, it's a fun card to use. Dark Rebellion, just to gain more attack. Utopia to negate attacks. This to defend Necro Valley, because you can choose Necro Valley so it can't be destroyed by card effects. This is this is just to destroy a card that's got different attack, which is just, you know, it's not a situation that's very common, I guess, but you can use it if you want. This works similarly, that if it's got attack, if you can choose a monster with attack equal to or less than this, destroy it, and then your opponent loses 1,000 damage. This is to shuffle. This is to target special summon monster and equip it to this. Attack your opponent directly. Shuffle a monster into the deck with Castel. Diamond Dyer to destroy himself and another card on the field. Cowboy, again just to attack or defend, I guess, depending on what position he's in. Diamond Crab, he gains 3,000 attack, and you know that's pretty good. And after he attacks, he goes to defense. So when it's their turn, he has 3k defense, a bit like a Millennium Shield. And this is just in case you have 2 recruits in the field. He can just basically attack you directly. But yeah, that's it for the extra deck. Then side deck. You don't really need to have a side deck. It's just, you know, say you're versing Cosmos, or you're versing monsters that activate flip effects, or you're versing light monsters. So it just depends on the situation. But you don't really need to use your side deck. I just made it because it was in the deck profile that I watched. So yeah, I've just changed the deck a bit. But as you can see, it's a fun deck to use. It can go against a lot of decks. And I am going to make a video, I think, tomorrow, using this deck to show you guys how the new version works. But the old version is good as well. The reason it's so good at anti-meta, pretty much the only deck that can beat this, that has beaten this, I've seen, mostly is just decks that are normal monsters, because you can't do Fiendish Chain on them. Vanity's Emptiness is sometimes useless because they don't use effects at special summon. Skill Drain doesn't work. Solemn Strike doesn't work because they know special summon or activate an effect. But yeah, that's the bad thing about it. But other than that, it's overall a really good deck, and you can see in the duel that I'm gonna make, even if it's a loss, but I guess I'll make a few then, of losses and wins, or maybe just losses, maybe just wins. But it's just to show you guys how the deck works. But in my opinion, it's a really good deck. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this deck profile, guys. Tell me what you think. If you want to see any other videos like this, anti-meta decks, or any certain type of deck, just leave it in the comments below. But other than that, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.